Hey, my Taurus gang. How are ya? Sorry, been away for a few days, but things got a little bit busy. Took the weekend, you know, that kind of thing. Nonetheless, we are back at it. We are back at it with the After Tarot. And today I'm going to be doing a reading for Taurus for the bullpen. My peeps. For the Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So if you are any of those signs, then this would be a general reading for you. These readings are very, very general. So it may resonate with you. It may not. It may not be your reading. It's okay if it's not. Just leave it here. Anything you need to know, though, about this reading is down in the... you guys, it's Mercury retrograde, and I'm really sorry I can't talk. So everything you need to know about this reading is down in the description. That's what I was trying to say. And as I calibrate the cards here, whew, wow. So this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter from now until November the 15th. This would be for the first half of November, Taurus. If you'd like to book a personal reading with a $10 off a $60 reading this month, please email me and we will figure that out for you, okay? Gods and goddesses, Archangel Michael, please be present when I do this reading for the collective sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. From now until the middle of November, first half of November till the 15th. Woo, that one popped right in the air. So I'm going to grab that one. And we start out with the Queen of Swords. And please give me the highest good for the collective of Taurus, please. Thank you. Just going to cut. I am putting the Queen of Swords back in the deck, by the way, because I had not finished the prayer. Are you ready, Taurus? You're ready for anything. We're always ready. We're ready for the worst, usually. So anything that happens that's not the worst is good. Okay, here we go. Ah, juggling. But isn't it always? Aren't we always juggling, you guys? We're always juggling forever and a day. So this is you trying to be in balance, with whatever's going on in your life right now. I feel like that for some of you, that you feel like this is almost like a medal to be worn on your chest, that you have so many things to do in your day that you can't keep track of it, or you can barely juggle it. I see people in the background here that are watching the juggler almost as though they're entertained. So I feel like with some of you, perhaps you are very proud of how much you juggle, very proud of how much that you can handle it at one time. But I'll tell you that it's going to burn you out pretty quick, because I used to be the juggler. It's going to burn you out. So, you know, juggle all that you need to juggle, and just make sure that you're setting up your appropriate boundaries and saying no when you need to. Because the juggler will be late for the train, will be late for the boat, will be late to dinner, because they're always, always juggling. All right. And it looks like there is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is, could be travel. Could be quite literally getting in a boat and traveling somewhere. You could be going on a cruise, or you could be just going to calmer waters. So it looks like you've made it to the destination, you're getting out of the boat, you're leaving 2 of those swords behind, you're only taking 4. And it is, you know, this is what you do to save your sanity, essentially. You move to calmer waters, is what you do. Yeah, those are all conversations that have been had. Some of them just aren't even worth taking with you. So you are possibly moving, or just moving to calmer waters, moving to a place mentally that that you need to be in order to be able to get through the juggle. Next card that fell out is the Ace of Swords. So it looks like we've got more swords coming up here. It looks like there's conversation. Maybe someone wants to speak with you. Someone is looking for conversation. Someone who sees you going to calmer waters. Okay, so that makes sense. If you in fact were the juggler, it's time for you to go to calmer waters. And this person that wants to have a conversation with you has seen you move. They've seen you make the transition. So that person sees an in, almost like you didn't have time for them before, and now you do. And they're going to be bringing in a pentacle. Wow, really? Someone's been watching you so they can bring you in a pentacle. So the Page of Pentacles comes in and could be someone who is younger than you. You could be younger than that person as well, because this is a general reading. You can flip-flop the people that are in the story. So this could be you, or this could be the other person, whether you're short or tall. The Page of Pentacles brings in apologies, brings in love, brings in abundance. You know, they want to bring in a pentacle so they can start something new with you. It's the beginning of something new. And the Page of Pentacles is sent in because they are someone who is always learning, right? They are learning about how to give messages, essentially. Because you've been feeling like you've been left out in the cold. And I don't know why that is, but the person in this depiction, the after tarot, what might have happened after the Five of Pentacles comes along, is that they're getting help. Someone is helping them and giving them shelter. So it looks like help is on the way. If you can stop panicking, help is on the way. Someone is going to come and help you. So maybe that person that's bringing in this pentacle is, because we switched off pretty quick from wanting to have conversation to bringing in either money or an apology. Someone is coming in to bring you back in, out of the cold, I believe. This person who may have sort of left you high and dry, this person has had a change of heart and is coming back in to help you. Coming up under your juggler. Stop it, Taurus. Throwing cards everywhere. Is the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is showing action, right? Well, the Three of Wands are action, but you're waiting for something to come in. You're waiting for your ships to come in, and waiting for the ships to come in. It looks like you're hoping for something because you are grabbing one of the three wands. You're hoping for a certain something or a certain someone, perhaps. But you are, you have made your choice. So you're hoping for a certain something. There is a bird, and I have to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't think it's an eagle. It looks like something else, but looks like the bird might have a certain consequence here. That he's waving it off. He's like, get out of here. So I don't know if this bird has come like in a bunch of confusion or what's going on, but it looks as though he's hoping for the wand that he's chosen there. And you can see that the ships, they're still quite a bit in the distance here, but he's sort of waving off that bird, and I'm not entirely sure why. But coming up under your Six of Swords, your travel card, is the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is a really good journalist. They're really good at investigative work. They're also just wanting conversation. They just want to talk. They're looking, they feel as though they don't have access to you. Happy coffee, by the way. Feeling as though they don't have access to you. They want to have access to you. They want to have a conversation with you, but they're apprehensive about having that conversation with you. They see that you've gone to calmer waters, and that's attractive to them. it's attractive to the person who is doing the research. So you still have someone who's watching you on social media. So, or it could be someone in your neighborhood too. You never know if it's a neighbor or someone like that. But I wouldn't say this is, you know, it's not like you're being stalked. You shouldn't be worried about this or anything. I would say that it's more about information. It's the mining of information, like on your Facebook page or on Instagram or something like that. Coming up under your Ace of Swords, Taurus, is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is the passionate knight, right? Moving really fast, coming in very quick, can be gone as quickly as they stay, or as quickly as they arrive, they could be gone. They're coming in for passionate play, essentially. They're also coming in with passionate words. That knight is not only passionate about love, but passionate about everything, really. So they're kind of an exciting person. You know, someone who would walk into the room and you're like, wow. Yeah. Chances are this dude will ride his horse into the room, but Page of Pentacles coming up under there is the celebration. It looks like someone is, in fact, coming in to say sorry or coming in to bring you a gift or something like that. Yeah, it looks like there is going to be a celebration coming up. Everybody's off the ground, happy. That's even with this fellow coming in here. But this conversation, it looks like it's going to turn out okay, because coming up is the celebration. So someone's been watching you, knows you're single, knows that you have gone to calmer waters. When I say calmer waters, I mean that you've made a headspace change. You've gone from being, you know, either whether it was maybe dependent, emotionally dependent on somebody, and now you're not. You're just strong and you're standing in your own power. You used to be juggling and now you're no longer doing that. So you're just focused on what you need to do because you're strong. And that's why you're in from out from the cold, because you have resources. I have not met a Taurus in my life who was not resourceful, if nothing else. So when I say resourceful, I mean put a Taurus in a round room and tell them to find a corner and they will find it. So Tauruses are very resourceful. They get what they need. You don't usually get to tell Taurus no, and even if you do, it doesn't work. So Tauruses are strong. They are strong. They are strong. They are careful. They are slow, and it's hard to change their minds. But when you do, it's that person is your friend for life. Looks like there is a change in a romantic path here. So a change in actions. The action is passion, and this person is going on a different path. They're taking the path less traveled. There is someone they're leaving in the background there. So they're taking the road less traveled, and they're not making the same mistakes that they've made before. It looks like they're gonna make new mistakes. No, that's not what I mean. Perhaps you, Taurus, have had your eye on someone, hoping, wishing, manifesting for someone to come into your life, and that person is just not coming. So this could be an indication of you saying, fine, I get it, universe. I get it. This person's not mine, and instead of going straight forward, I'm going to go that way. So I think you are, oh, you know what? It's probably because you stopped juggling. It's because you stopped juggling, and now you are, you're in the calmer waters area. You're ready to talk. You're ready to say sorry, or, you know, accept a sorry. You're no longer out in the cold. And I think that that's what this is moving to. It's moving to you just allowing the universe to do what they will do and accepting it, basically. Because there's a tower moment. And, you know, the thing is that when you're wishing and manifesting for someone or something, or you're hoping for something to happen and it doesn't, it does cause a tower moment, right? When you are, I know myself, I was manifesting someone for a very long time, and then I just came to the realization that the universe was right. And if that person hadn't come forward up till now, then it was time to let them go. Energetically, it was time to let them go. What I do is I put everything or everyone in a big boat and I push it out to sea. And so that's what I did with that person. And that really did cause a tower moment. Releasing what you don't want to release, but you know it's not for your highest good, is really, really hard. It's really very hard. If it's not going to come to you, you might as well not wait for it, right? And I know that a Taurus mind is stubborn. A Taurus mind can't be told no. And sometimes it really is this tower moment that kind of shakes our foundation and says, yeah, you got to do it, because you got to end your pain. You've been in pain for too long, Taurus. It's been too long. Like you've done everything you need to do from here going forward in terms of who you want to manifest into your life and what you want to do with your life. If it's not coming to you, it's time to start taking care of you. It's time to pay more attention to you, take care of you. Self-mastery is a thing, and you should do it. And that's going to end your pain, you know, being kinder to you rather than spending your time being kinder to people who are not even sure if you're alive still. You know, I know that we tend to get stuck to one energy, one personality. And the thing is that we can close off to everything else. We can close off to all of our other blessings if we don't remain open-minded. Now, taking care of yourself and going forward like this after the tower and, you know, no longer having pain doesn't mean you've forgotten the person in the past. It just means you're putting yourself first. It doesn't mean you're telling the universe no. It means you're just putting yourself first, and that's okay. And I think as Tauruses, we don't do that very much. We're all about, you know, serving others usually. But then comes the world and says, regardless of what you're doing, Taurus, I'm closing the chapter. So this world card is not necessarily writing a new chapter, but throwing away the book and writing a new one. So this is exactly what's happening here. So the universe is saying, you know what? I am going to put you through a tower. Once you decide that you're going on that different path, but you need to make the decision, there is going to be a tower moment because you're going to be heartbroken. However, it's going to be short-lived, and you've now cleared the path. So sometimes being stuck to a certain energy or a certain person can make us stuck because we've put a mountain in front of us that we have to climb, and then the universe comes along and clears it out and says, as soon as you make your decision, Taurus, then it is then we know you mean business, and then we can go ahead with what we have planned for you. And that is what I believe the world card is about. And then after that, things are going to start moving quickly. This could very well be a vehicle. You could be going from one place to another. You could be, you know, seeing someone who is overseas. Maybe your love is overseas. Maybe your love doesn't live in the same city as you. Maybe they don't live in the same town as you, but they live in the same state as you, or the same province. And maybe it is time for you guys to get together. Maybe they're coming to see you. Maybe you're going to see them. The Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is actually moving pretty quick. And the Knight of Swords is getting what he wants, no matter who is after that thing. So he or she. So the Knight of Swords is like, out of my way. I need what I need. I want what I want. And here I come. And the conversation that we're going to have when I get there is going to be incredible. But the Knight of Swords doesn't really care who he hurts on the way in. Really, he sees that thing, and he goes for it. He sees the end result. He's an air sign, so he is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And when the air sign puts their sights on that thing, that's the thing that they have, or that's the thing that they end up being very focused on, along with passion. The Ace of Wands has come up to show that, you know, there's some really great things that are going to happen for you, Taurus, once you close the old chapter. So when you close the old chapter, it looks like immediately things are going to start moving quickly. You may go on a trip. You may meet somebody while you're on a trip. The Knight of Swords is coming in, and he wants you, or she wants you, and she's not taking no for an answer. And then there's going to be some passion after that. 3 more cards in the reading here, Taurus. and then your wishes come true. Balance in things. You know, there's the stars in the sky, wishes fulfilled, wishes coming true, balance in all things. And that is after your tower. I just am looking at how beautiful things are going to be after the tower. And it looks like up until the tower, you know, there's juggling. You have to move to a place that's calmer for you. If that means quitting something, then maybe you did that. But then there's going to be some great conversation and apologies coming in, and you're coming in from out of the cold. And then after that comes your change in attitude, change in life, your change of maybe a relationship, and that's when the tower hits. And the thing is, the tower can be a beautiful thing, right? It can be the things that hurt you and scarred you, and all of those things that left marks on you. That's when the tower comes down. And then after that, it's beautiful. You close the old chapter, and it's the Chariot that is coming, you know, either to take you somewhere, or the Knight of Swords is coming in, wants you no matter what, needs to have you. And coming in with passion, wishes are coming true, and then a long relationship. So this is your card. You showed up to your own reading here, Taurus. And the Hierophant is someone who can give advice. It's also, this card shows up in the reading when your wish is to have a long relationship, a long solid foundation type relationship. And the Hierophant is, you know, can represent clergy, I guess. If you plan on getting married, perhaps. Person can also be a business owner, could be working in the government. Last card out is the Ten of Wands. And the 10, as we know it, is completion. And drop your burdens. You're done. You're done. After this tower moment comes, things become beautiful, and you can drop those burdens. The Ten of Wands is here. All those rods, those actions that you took, all those things, moving to, you know, you stopped your juggling, you made your decision, you quit the thing that doesn't serve you, you made conversation, you brought yourself from out of the cold. No one really had to push you in that direction. You just did it, Taurus, because that's who you are. And now it's time to drop your burdens. You're done. Right. That was a beautiful reading. I am going to go ahead and pull a universe card here. What are these called again? Oh, Notes from the Universe. That's what it is. Sorry, I have them right here. Notes from the Universe. All right. Shuffle. Oh, we got two. Let's take both of them. Time to make a demonstration. The older soul, the softer the glance, the quicker the smile, and the sooner to say, I love you. They also skip and wink more than normal and hold hands with those they walk beside, utterly fearless. So, PDA, practice some public displays of affection, people. It's not a bad thing. Just put that there so you can pause it in case you want to read it. And then this one is Love in Spite of It All. Isn't that us, Taurus? Love in spite of it all. Before this odyssey ever began, there was you, your best friends, and a wide-eyed curiosity among you about who would be the first to leap, the first to forget, the first to kiss, the first to tell, the first to fall, the first to get back up, and the first to remember that it all began with a dare. To live in spite of it all, to love in spite of it all. Is that you? Is that you, Murgatroyd? There's some of you that are younger that won't get that. P.S. Remember the glint in your eyes, all three of them. I remember the glint in your eyes, all three of them. Interesting. There you go. Okay, one more card, and then I promise we're done. One more card, and it's going to be, oh, here. It's going to be out of the Power of Love deck. Power of Love. Do that one. Nope. Do this one. Individuality. You leave your unique stamp on love in everything you do. Very cool. Okay. That's it, Taurus. If you need to know anything about this reading, it is down in the description. Right now, I have $10 off a $60 reading for the month of November. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Thank you for coming to watch. Thanks for clicking, sharing, and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed before you left, please do. Also, wink on the bell there, and then you'll know whenever I'm uploading. All right? Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Bye.